हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। मैं आपकी टीचर मौसमी एंड आज हम टॉपिक कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं फ्रॉम द चैप्टर प्लांट ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट। सो आज हम कंटिन्यू करने वाले हैं ग्रोथ रेट्स। ओके, सो ग्रोथ रेट को पढ़ने के लिए आज हम करेंगे few more topics related to it. So growth rate, what do you understand by the term growth rate? That we need to understand here. So growth ka matlab, what do you understand by the term growth? If you can tell me, what do you mean by growth? Okay. So when we talk about growth, growth will be related to increase in size. It could be increase in the number of cell, right? We have discussed this in the last class, isn't it? Did we discuss about how the plants are growing and how there is increase in mass, there is increase in the number of cells, and there is a lot of cell division which is happening, right? So let's continue with the today's topic. And in the last class, we have already discussed about the different, what do you say, the different phases of growth, right? We have discussed about the meristematic zone, elongation, and maturation zone. So we have discussed this under the phases of growth, isn't it? So now let's understand growth rate. In what rate they are going to increase, that we need to understand. So what is growth rate? First of all, please take out your NCERT and try underlining this as what is growth rate over here is basically the increase in growth per unit time is termed as growth rate. So it is increase in growth. There will be growth increase per unit time. The time also matters. For example, in 5 minutes, how much growth has happened? In 24 hours, how much there is increase in number of cells? So this is basically is your growth rate. Thus, the rate of growth can be expressed mathematically. So we have to explain this in mathematically. We cannot say, okay, this much size. We just cannot show our hands and say, okay, this much size or this much size. We have to talk numerically, right? So mathematically, we have to explain these things. So for that, we have certain concepts which we need to understand. An organism or a part of the organism can produce more cells in a variety of ways, isn't it? So there will be varieties of ways by which the number of cells are increasing. And ideally, there are two ways by which we can say that the number of cells are increasing. What are they? The first one is your arithmetic growth. And the second one is your geometric growth. Okay. So let's understand what is arithmetic and what is geometric. And then I'll talk about what is the difference between arithmetic and a geometric growth. All right. So what is growth? Increase, or it is basically growth per unit time or increased growth per unit time. This is the definition. You can just mark it in your NCERT. Now, what is arithmetic growth? What do you mean by the term arithmetic? So just like the normal calculation, which is happening 1 plus 1 and how 2 and then 3 and the number keeps on increasing. It's like this. This is we are talking about the arithmetic growth and you know what the next number would be. So arithmetic growth is basically basically we can give an example that a daughter cell continues to divide. The daughter cell is going to divide while the other differentiate into maturity. Okay, so this is one cell and this has given a rise to two daughter cell. All right. So this is the two daughter cell and this out of these two, the first one is going to participate in the cell division. Okay, this is going to divide. The cell division is going to happen. But what about the other cell? The other cell is going to participate in differentiation. Okay, the other cell is going to participate in the differentiation. Okay, differentiation is the term used when the temporary cells or you can say meristematic cell gets converted into permanent cell. That is differentiation. And finally, it turns into a mature plant or it undergoes maturity. I hope this is absolutely clear. So one cell is going to divide, the other one is going to undergo differentiation and maturity. So where do we see this? We can see this happening in the elongation. While the roots are getting elongated, over there it is absolutely evident over there. So elongation of root at a constant rate is an example of arithmetic growth. So this is the actual cell and these are the daughter cells, you can say. And the daughter cell is going to undergo, the first cell is going to undergo cell division and the other one will undergo maturity. which will be first of all differentiation, and then it will undergo maturity. So this is arithmetic growth. You need to understand. Can you see this example over here? Let me take some different color. Okay, so can you see this, how this one cell has become 2, and then it becomes 4, and then 4 becomes the number of cells are going to, sorry, it is 2, and then it is going to form 3 over here. Sorry, I was just thinking about that. So this should be number 3, and this should be 4, and this is 5. So can you see how the number is increasing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is arithmetic progression. It is happening in a stabilized manner, not in hurry, not in any kind of rush to increase the number. They are happening gradually, you can say. I can just use the word gradually here. Dhire dhire, the number is increasing from 1 to 2, from 2 to 3. Now let's talk about the geometric growth. What happens in the geometric growth? So under geometric growth, we should understand that the geometric growth is characterized by slow growth. Okay, the growth is slow at the initial level. Initially, the growth will be slow, and post which again you will see that there is rapid growth increase. There is increase in the rapid growth during the later stage. Initially, it is slow, and धीरे धीरे क्या होगा, उसका जो increase होगा वो कुछ ज्यादा ही बढ़ जाएगा. That it would be rapid growth during the later stage. Let's see an example over here. Let me give you an example over here to be is the daughter cell dividing from a mitosis. Okay, retains the ability to divide but slows down because of the limited nutrients. Now the question is, if it is increasing at the initial rate, what happens? Why there is exponential growth? Okay, geometric growth को हम लोग exponential growth भी बोल सकते हैं. Exponential growth is important. Okay, we can say over here that it can be an exponential growth. We will discuss about that in the next upcoming topic. Okay, so just remember the daughter cell divides mitotically, or mitosis is happening over here, retains the ability to divide, and finally it will slow down because of the limited nutrients, because the nutrient is not available at huge amount. Okay, not available in huge amount. I hope this is clear. Okay, so what is the basic difference? What you have understood? Arithmetic mein kya ho raha hai? The cell is just dividing. Out of the two, one is participating and the other one is undergoing maturity. But over here, all the cells are under rapid division. They are going to undergo under cell division. You can see over here the arithmetic phase, zygote divides, and then how the cell is getting divided at the rate. Okay, cell capable of division, and the cell that loses the capacity to divide. So both the cells are actively participating. Okay, so this is very, very important. You can see that how the A part, you can see over here, represents arithmetic growth, and the B part represents the geometric growth, and the C1, the stages during embryonic development, shows both geometric and arithmetic phase. So you can see both happening, both arithmetic and geometric growth can be seen during the stages of development or embryo development. Okay, both arithmetic and geometric phase can be seen. Both the phases can be seen. A and G can be seen during the embryonic development or during embryo development. I hope this is absolutely clear. Let's proceed to the next part. Is now there are few things which we need to understand, like there is a few pointers which we should know is in the arithmetic growth, the growth is constant. Can you see the growth is happening constantly? Yeah, at the you can say at the x-axis height of the plant is given, and at the y-axis time is given. How the height of the plant is increasing with the time is constant. It's not happening abruptly, or it is not happening exponentially. It's just happening at a constant rate. And this particular arithmetic growth is quite sustainable. It can sustain for a long time because it is happening gradually. Ekdam se nahi ho raha hai. It is just happening bit by bit. And it is a linear curve. These are the 3 points we should know. They are constant in nature. They are sustaining for longer duration. And they are having a linear curve, which you can see over here. Now, there are few equations which we need to know how to calculate it. So the growth rate shows and increases that may be arithmetic or geometric. So growth rate can be both arithmetic and geometric, isn't it? So what happens in the arithmetic growth is follows a mitotic cell division. Okay. So only we can see that arithmetic growth can be seen in the mitotic cells. So there are two types of cell division, mitotic and meiosis, right? So only one daughter cell continues to divide out of two. I told you this is a main cell. It will divide it into two daughter cell, but only one cell is going ahead for the division. All right. But what about the other one? It is going to participate in differentiation. That's what we discussed, isn't it? So this will participate in differentiation. Now what happens is while the other differentiates and mature, this was already discussed. The simplest expression of arithmetic growth is exemplified by root elongation at a constant rate. We just discussed that root elongation में हमें कौन सा growth देखने को मिलता है? Arithmetic growth. Okay. So let's have a look. How can we actually mathematically we can express this linear curve to be? So mathematically, we can show as LT is equals to L0 plus RT. Now, what is this LT over here? Length at time. Okay. So at a particular time, what is the length? And L0 is the length at time 0. Length at time T is the LT and length at time 0 is the L0. And what is R? R is the growth rate or elongation per unit time. Okay. That's the elongation per unit time. So you can give the expression for the arithmetic growth is LT is equals to L0 plus RT. I hope this is absolutely clear. So length at the time and length at the time 0. We have to calculate that. And RT are nothing but the growth rate or elongation per unit time. Let us now see what happens in the geometric growth. Okay. So in most the system, what happens is, so we have understood what is happening in the arithmetic growth, but geometric growth, what is the speciality? What is happening at a greater level, which is increasing the number of cells more as compared to arithmetic. Okay. So in most system, you can see that the initial growth is slow. The initial phase will be growth slow and we will call it as lag phase, which is very, very important. I would request you to kindly underline the points, which is very, very important over here. So initially the cell growth is slow, which we'll call it as lag phase, and it increases rapidly thereafter at an exponential rate, and we call it as log or exponential phase. Initially it was slow, and all of a sudden it's just increased in the in a huge amount, or you can say exponential amount. Here the progeny of cell following mitotic cell division retains the ability to divide and continues to do so. Now what happening is over here there is no bifurcation of half of the cell going for maturation and half of the cell going for cell division. All the cells are participating over here for the cell division. So that's what it says. It retains the ability to divide and continue to do so. However, with the limited nutrient supply, the growth slows down, leading to stationary phase. So after some time, what happens is after exponential growth, when there is lot of consumption of nutrients and lack of nutrients will lead to decline in the growth, we are calling it as stationary. So first one is your lag phase. Then comes your after lag, that is slow growth. Okay, lag is your slow growth. Then comes the log phase. Log is your exponential growth, and the final one would be your stationary phase. Okay, there is no more growth happening and there is lack of resource. So stationary phase is the one. So we can see that lag phase, then comes the log phase, and then comes the stationary phase. Okay. Now, if we plot a parameter of growth against time, if we are trying to plot a graph, what is going to happen? If we plot a parameter of growth against time, we get typically a S curve or a sigmoid curve. This is very, very important. Okay. What kind of curve do we get in the geometric growth? We get sigmoid curve. Okay. Or S curve. Sigmoid curve is we'll underline from here. What is sigmoid curve basically? A sigmoid curve is a characteristics of living organism It is definitely in characteristics of living organism growing in a natural environment. So in natural environment, if we see, organism will definitely show a geometric growth, which is an S or a sigmoid curve. Okay. It is typically for all cell tissues and organ. This point is very, very important. Now, what are the features? If I talk about what are the features of a sigmoid curve or a geometric curve, the growth is exponential after a huge amount, cannot sustain for longer time. Because if we see exponential growth ho raha hai, so what is going to happen? At certain time, the nutrients, or you can say the kind of food supply is going to exhaust. So they cannot go further, and then they will reach to a stage known as stationary phase. Okay. Again, there is a formula, or you can say a mathematical expression to represent the geometric growth. So W1 is equals to W0 ERT. However, we saw that what is the mathematical expression for linear, or sorry, you can say that over here arithmetic growth is L0 plus RT. LT is equals to L0 plus RT. And over here for the geometric growth, you can see W1 is equals to final size, which can be of the weight, height, or number. And W0 is your initial size at the beginning of the period. Okay. This is the initial size. And R is the growth rate, T is the time of growth, and E is the base of natural algorithm. Here, R is the relative growth rate and is also measure of the ability of the plant to produce new plant material. Okay. So basically, R is the relative growth. We will now discuss about absolute and the relative growth. Relative growth rate is also measures the ability of the plant to produce new plant material. Okay. So how much new material has been produced, that can be understood by the relative growth. So referred to as efficiency index. Hence, the final size of W1 depends on the initial size, which is W0. Definitely, final size will depend on the initial size. This relation is very, very important. Now, let's understand there are, again, we will discuss about the absolute and the absolute and the relative growth. So what is absolute growth? Basically, you can see a diagrammatic representation over here. One is the image A, leaf A, and leaf B. Can you see? This is the initial leaf and this is the final one. So 5 centimeter was initial. Okay, this was initial. And the final, you can see the leaf has reached to 10 centimeter cube. Now, what happens is in the absolute growth, we can say it is the unit growth per unit time. It's the unit growth per unit time. However, the relative growth would be with respect to initial size. Always remember. So absolute growth is the unit growth, the unit growth per unit time. That is your absolute growth. Now, if we have to calculate the absolute growth for both A and B leaf, how do we calculate? So we can see that absolute growth by initial growth into 100. Okay, absolute growth by initial growth into 100. So absolute growth is 5. And how did we get the initial growth? That is also, we can say 5. That is 10 minus 5 is 5. Okay, 10 minus 5 is 5 centimeter cube. Now, absolute growth is 5 over here. Initial growth is 5 into 100. So we get 100% relative growth over here. And when we talk about the leaf B, absolute growth by initial growth again into 100. Over here, we can see 55 minus 50 is 5. And the initial growth is 50 into 100. Okay. So what do we see is, what is absolute growth? Absolute growth is nothing but initial new growth minus old growth. This is the thing. This is what we did over here as well. 55 minus 50 is equals to 5 centimeter cube. Over here also we can see that we have calculated this. So this is nothing but your absolute growth, new growth minus old growth. And you just need to put it into the formula. So what do we see that the relative growth is 100% for A and relative growth is 10% for B. Okay. So quantitative comparison between the growth of the living system can be made in two ways. So how can we quantitatively compare the growth? By number one, measurement and comparison of the total growth. We can measure it first of all. We will measure it. Definitely we are minusing it from the initial and the final one. And then comparing the total growth per unit time. Okay, when we are comparing it with the growth per unit time, we are calling it as absolute growth rate. The growth of the given system per unit time is expressed on a common basis. Okay. For example, per unit initial parameter is called relative growth. Just now I told you what is relative growth as well. Relative growth is with respect to initial size. All right. So we can see that in the figure, two leaves A and B are drawn that are different size but shows absolutely increase in area. There will be increase in area for both in a given time. A dash and B dash. However, one of them shows a higher relative growth rate while which one and why. So which one will show a higher relative growth rate? So the leaf one is going to show. So A is going to show higher relative growth rate. However, B is going to show, 100% and only and relative growth is little lesser in case of the B leaf, which is only 10%. This is what it is asked in the last question. I hope this topic is clear for you. I will be back with again the remaining topics which are there from this chapter, plant growth and development, in the upcoming session. Thank you.